Hi. Okay. Video number 4. Um, what got me thinking about it was I was thinking about doing it before because I'd seen, I know the stars of it are Tim Robbins and Morgan Freeman. Okay. So I had seen it before plenty of times. I mean, I've seen this movie at least 7 or more times. Um, So I like it because it's one of the few movies who, no matter how long it is, it engrosses me to want to know what happens. And every time, it's one of those, every time you see it, you see something different. Or you see something that you didn't see before at all. Or you see it from another angle. Um, okay. So to break it down, it's based on a story by Stephen King, the wonderful suspense writer. That's what he considers himself. Um, and it's based on two males, so two men, and the friendship they have in the most unlikely of places of prison. Um, okay. Well, Morgan Freeman's character is named or nicknamed Red, and they don't really go into a bunch of specifics about what he did and it was on purpose because it said that it didn't really develop the character and it didn't help you understand anything about the story to know his motivation or to know what he did. And Stephen King himself said he wanted the character to be likable, and if you knew what he did, you wouldn't like him so much. Um, okay, Tim Robbins' character, on the other hand, did not do what he was convicted of, but he did not do it. Um, so essentially, an innocent man was sent to prison. Um, Now, granted, this movie is a long one, over 3 hours, but it tells a story, and you see the passage of time. You really do. This is one of the few movies who also, um, about 30 years is supposed to transpire, and you actually believe 30 years has transpired because the makeup, the wardrobe, everything, the actors look like they have aged. Um, Morgan Freeman needs Andy Dufresne's character to survive in prison, and I just saw an interview about a week ago where they're talking to Charlie Rose. And Charlie Rose was not only an interviewer, but he would get down to the bottom of anything. And he had no bias, I don't think, about his opinion. He had an opinion, but it wasn't biased one way or the other way. So he had Morgan Freeman and Tim Robbins and the director of the film on there, and he asked them a lot of questions, and they told the true answers. And Morgan Freeman freely said, without the Andy Dufresne character, his character would have had hope to get out of prison because there was another character involved in it. There are a lot of characters involved, but there was one character that's an old white man, and he was so institutionalized that he could not survive out of prison. He just couldn't make it. So Red was afraid that that would happen to him, but it didn't because Andy, Tim Robbins, said, okay, if you get out, look in this place and I'll give you an envelope and there'll be money in it and everything you need to start a new life. And I'm going to go to the certain island. And he told him where to go. And he did it after he finally got paroled. And um, the reason why I say finally is because every couple of years, whatever the amount of time was, he'd go up for the parole board to see if he would get parole. He never got it because up until that point, he always cared what people thought. What made him free was he was free in his mind already. And he said, I don't care what you think anymore, so just fill out your stupid form and just let me get on. Because if you want to know if I've been rehabilitated, I don't know what you mean. But if you ask me if I'm sorry for the things I did, yes. If you ask me if I paid for my crime, yes. So just fill out your form. And then so the guy realizes, the main guy in the parole board realizes that he has, achieved what they wanted. And so he stamps the form approved. So he gets parole. But, and then the ultimate scene, the final scene, is they see each other and they meet after so many years on this island, and they're still friends after at least 30 years. No matter what, they're still friends. So I consider that a success story. But you do go on a 3-hour plus journey to get there. And there's a lot of twists and turns. I gave you a basic synopsis, but there's more to it than that. But I think it's a great movie, not only because it explores so many things, and it explores the theme of male friendship to its core with no other biases towards it. So I'd give it an A. Because like I said, it kept my attention and I see something different every time. So yeah, if you want to check out something really good, you should check out Shawshank Redemption. All right, bye guys. I'm gonna see hockey in about half an hour, and for the first game, I'll give you guys an update after the game. For the second game, the Stars and the Kraken, I might give you a review tonight, but I'll probably give you the review tomorrow sometime because the game starts at 9:30, so I don't know exactly when it's going to end. Yes, it should end in a reasonable time, but I've seen too many times where games go into OT. So, all right. Bye, guys.